Hi, so recently I got the carbon black ink in mail, and now that I have both Chou Kuro and carbon black, I wanted to do a little comparison. I got it yesterday and I already inked my pen up and I've written multiple pages with it because it's just that good. Spoiler alert. I've been using Chou Kuro for I think 7 or 8 months now, and I've been using it quite regularly and I still have a lot left. So I do appreciate that quite a bit because it's not a cheap bottle and it's hard to come by. It's definitely my favorite ink in the world. Yeah. It was a top two with Diamond Rider's Blood and Chou Kuro, but if I had to choose just one, I would definitely choose Chou Kuro because it looks so beautiful. It feels like it's a basic black ink, but it looks like just something else on paper. So I have both of them inked in medium pens, but you'll see that there is quite a bit of difference between these two. So I've been using the Chou Kuro and Platinum Preppy combo for 5 months now, and I feel like Chou Kuro could only work with this, or maybe the 3776, but I would not put it in any other model. And I have tried, and it has not worked. They dry up. I tried it in Jinhao 10, which horrible idea. I tried it in Pilot Kakuno, but extra fine, and that didn't work either. So this is like my exclusive pairing for now. I'm gonna try it in my 3776 and see how that works. But for now, these two work beautifully, and it cleans out well too. No problem. If you're wondering for a long writing sample, here I was practicing yesterday. Here's the first paragraph from the letter Mr. Darcy wrote. It looks so pretty. It's like something else. It's so pretty. I know it's like a basic black ink, but Chou Kuro really isn't. It is a black ink, but it's not basic. There's just something in it, at least for me, for my eyes. It looks like something else. But this is Rider's Blood, and then here is Chou Kuro. I don't have a full writing sample of carbon black, mostly because I was writing some personal letters and also like in my diary, so I don't want to show it, but I will do a full writing sample with both of them comparing page by page in my muji right now. But first, let's do a swatch on Tomoe River paper. Here is the Platinum Chou Kuro swatched, like way back when I got it. But I'll do a comparison swatch now. Okay, I'll start with carbon black because I feel like Chou Kuro is a lot darker. They both have the ink reservoirs inside. Reservoirs. I always used to call it ink wells, but here's the ink reservoir right there. Yeah. And I have this massive brush, which I'm hoping will go in. Yeah, it'll kind of fit. It'll get the job done. There it is. It kind of looks like toner ink, honestly. Ooh, I might have dipped a bit too much. Yeah, I definitely dipped way too much. I could probably do a whole page. And you know what? I will, because I don't want to waste this ink. So let me go get my Paper Republic drawing notebook and I'll just paint the whole page with this leftover ink that is on my brush. Let me close this first because I don't want the ink to dry up, and also I don't want it to spill. Always close it well. This is not closing correctly. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. This will also put the quality of Paper Republic's drawing notebook to test. And let's see how well it does against a whole swatch of carbon black. There's quite a bit left. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't waste this. I'll probably try and do either a white chalk or the Sarasara pen or something. I'll see what I can do. This looks so cool. Are you joking? Let's see how it works with a little bit of water. Here's platinum water. It is a waterproof ink, so it shouldn't run technically, but maybe I can get the black to go on for a lot longer. It's already kind of dry. It has a shiny finish to it, which I don't think Chou Kuro does. We'll see. I'll do a full dip into Chou Kuro as well so I can paint a whole page. Yeah, this dried so fast. This is still super wet. So Tomoe River paper definitely just always takes way too long. Taking more. Once I think I finished the ink on the brush, and then I switch it onto its side or different angle, and there's just more to come. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Here's the whole finished page. It looks like a blackboard, exactly like a backboard. Some accidents. I should have thought this through. I really didn't think that I would do a full swatch on the page. Otherwise, I would have put something down. I'm also very bravely doing these swatches on my white bed sheets. So that's also something crazy. Let me go really wash this brush out. Okay, now for Chou Kuro. It's still not dry, by the way, the carbon black. I hate when there's this bubble that forms, because when you go to pop it, it kind of gets all over. Yep, there it is. Got all over. Little droplets of ink. Here's the reservoir. I think the reservoir in Chou Kuro is a transparent one, whereas the one in the carbon ink is black. I don't know. That's really not that relevant at all. Just something to note, I guess. I'm going to try to make it as square as possible, but I'm not amazing with straight lines, so. This is the best it's going to get. Already you can see a little bit of difference. And this page has fully dried and there was so much left over. So now we go to the next page to do the swatch. I would say using Chou Kuro for months, I've noticed that it is a really well lubricated wet flow ink, which is a little bit different than Platinum's classic line. I have Cassis Black and it's not as free flowing as Chou Kuro, unfortunately. Okay, full page done. A lot of ink left onto the brush, but I'll deal with that later. Here's the water, just black, straight up just black. So I can definitely tell the difference even now. You can see Chou Kuro kind of just, there's an absence of light when you look at it. Whereas for the carbon black, it has some shiny texture to it. It's almost like it, how do I explain this? It looks shiny almost, and there's some silvery texture to it, I would say, but it's like very, you can tell the difference right there. It let the full natural light come through. This has a lot more light getting through it, and then when you have Chou Kuro, it kind of just absorbs the light. It's like Vanta black almost, which is why it's my favorite. Even these two, as they're drying, there's a very clear difference, at least to my eyes, and I think I can see it in my phone camera as well as I'm shooting. Like this is a lot shinier and this is just black, you know? Okay, let me write down the names. So this is Platinum. Sometimes my cursive kind of just gets away from me. It is so smooth and free flowing in my Kakuno. My Kakuno is a fairly wet writer, especially this medium Kakuno. It's the Maruromi Brown. And Pilot does have excellent quality control. But for the fine nib, my family series fine nib, the neon yellow, it writes really tiny compared to my fine from the Maruromi series. So I'm not sure why that is, but that is a difference I have noticed. Pen is Kakuno in medium. I just want to keep writing, y'all. I just want to keep writing. But I will do a full page with the carbon black since I don't have a sample for it. And here is Chou Kuro. I am running low on, I need to refill it. I think that's all the way in. I might have to refill it even now. Let's see. Yeah, I need to refill it so I can write it properly and so you can gauge like the full amazingness of Chou Kuro. Because yeah, I'm fully done with it. Also, there's a very clear difference. They do look pretty similar, but carbon black has a yellow lettering on it and Chou Kuro has dark gray. And the boxes they come in are quite different as well. Chou Kuro definitely comes in kind of a nice, presentable luxe box, sort of. It even has a box sleeve, which I kind of like the look of it, but I hate because I have to keep taking it out, putting it back in, and it's kind of deteriorated a little bit. And the carbon black just comes in a regular black box. Almost looks like a toner ink. That's all I can think of when I look at carbon black. So to fill it up, in case you don't have a platinum ink, you kind of just shake it, since these are carbon particles, at least I do, and then put it upside down. Make sure your lid is securely closed, and then right side up. This way the ink reservoir inside the ink bottle fills up, and that way you can just get the ink through. I hope that made sense. Okay, I'm gonna do a little fill because I want to try this ink out in my 3776, and then for this medium preppy I'll put in, I think, Octopus Fluids Deer and try it out, but I will run out of this 0.5 milliliter in the week, maybe even sooner. Okay, she's in. Let me plunge some into the feed because I'm impatient like that. Okay. Damn it, I hate it when this happens. Let me pull some out. There's some got inside. Okay, let me clean this out. I'll be back. Okay, she's cleaned up and ready to write. Let's go. Or maybe not. Okay, second chance. Okay. Platinum Chou Kuro ink. So smooth. So smooth. These two are a fire hose combo. Pen is preppy medium. I cannot wait to put it in my 3776. It's a medium, but it's a 18 karat, so it writes really juicy. Yeah, that excites me. This is mostly dry, I think. Yeah, it's dry, but this looks wet, so let's see. Yeah, that's wet. It's still not drying. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna let it dry to the side, but here is the difference on tomoe river paper, and I'll do a full writing sample on muji, just so we can compare writing samples. Okay, this is as much a comparison of carbon black and Chou Kuro as it is a pilot Kakuno medium versus a platinum preppy medium. As you can see, there's like a big difference. It looks like I wrote this with a fine nib pen and this with a bold nib pen. There's almost a full difference, or even like 1.5 difference between these two of nib size. But I also think there is a flow difference a little bit. The Chou Kuro really is quite free flowing, and it's a wet writer, which I love, and it dries super fast, so we don't have to worry about it being a wet writing ink. And the carbon black also dries really fast, and compared to some of the pigmentings I've seen online, it is a nice wet flowing ink, and it doesn't like clog up the nib as you're writing. It definitely will clog up your nib if you don't write it with it every day, or if you let it dry in your pen. So, which is why the Kakuno isn't the best pen for it, but this was the only pen I had which was cleaned out and empty. And I got it yesterday and I wanted it to be inked. I got it at like 1400 and I inked it up at night as soon as I could. But I'm going to use it every day because otherwise I can't let it dry. And my Kakuno, the cleaning would be absolutely horrendous. And I know this because it has happened to Chou Kuro, because it did dry up fast in the Jinhao 10, and cleaning that up was a chore. And it also happened again in the Kakuno Extra Fine, and cleaning that up was also a lot of work. Not as much as the 10, but the Jinhao 10, but still just the same. Though, okay, so since I just inked this up, I think the writing is a bit more wider, because when you compare it to the one on Midori, it's slightly less. And this might be Midori versus Muji as well. Sometimes paper does matter. I think it looks absolutely stunning on Midori and also on tomoe river paper as well. I don't have a long writing sample with tomoe river, but I do have like a short 2-line sample. So here it is. I wrote it on the back page right here. So it is quite thick on tomoe river as well compared to the Midori right here. I definitely love how it writes on Midori. It's my favorite out of all the papers because I have written it on Usari as well, and the logical binding, that's what it's called. I'll put a photo of exactly what I'm talking about. And so far, it looks the best on Midori. And not to toot my own horn, but I will toot toot. I think this Chou Kuro and even Carbon Black makes my handwriting look really good. Like even here, when you compare, this is in double broad Kaweco. This page just, to my eye, maybe I'm biased, but just looks so much better than this page. I feel like my cursive just looks cursive, like capital letters cursive. It just looks really nice to my eyes, and it just makes me want to write more. And this is more, I guess, the pen, but I can write pages with this combination, which I have. That's why I can say that. And my hand doesn't hurt at all compared to some of the other pens. Even the Platinum 3776 Sakura, the pink one, my hand just started hurting quite fast. But this combination yesterday, it might be because I really wanted to write with them, but I really did write 4 B5 sized pages for my pen pal, and I wrote like 10, not 10, but 5 pages of like A5 sized notebook in my journal. So it was an amazing experience, and I'm very excited to have both of these. I thought it would be an overkill, but I'm really glad that I got both because I don't want to run out of the Chou Kuro too fast, but also ink does go bad fast. So I would rather finish a Chou Kuro bottle than have it go bad and then have to throw it out. Also, I hope Chou Kuro never gets discontinued or anything because I will cry. I will shed real wailing tears if that happens because it is my favorite ink. And I've tried like 50 different ones, so I have a good sample size to work off of. And if I lose this, I will be crying, and I think I will take a hiatus from fountain pens. Yeah, yeah, it is that serious. I am very, very serious about Chou Kuro. But okay, that's it. That's all I have to say. Oh, if you want to see how these two pages look now that they're dried, yeah, they're like really crispy. But this is Chou Kuro dried up. It looks so beautiful. It definitely is Vanta black. And then here is carbon black. It looks like a blackboard. I'm excited to draw on these now. I'm not sure exactly what I will do, but I'll do something. This is so cool. I can't stop looking at it. When you look at the abyss stares back. I don't think that's exactly how it goes, but yeah. Okay, that's it for this comparison video. It was a fun one to do. I had a lot of fun. I feel like you could hear the excitement in my voice too. So I'm sorry if there was some yelling involved, but yeah, I was that excited. Okay, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.